back to North Texas and Southern Baptists. A former Southwestern Evangelical Baptist Theological Seminary professor and a Baptist pastor from North Carolina, Matthew Queen, was sentenced for lying to federal authorities. 7 months ago, Matthew Queen received a 6-month sentence for lying to federal investigators who were looking into sexual abuse in the Southern Baptist Convention. Matthew Queen is now back in the pulpit, serving as a pastor, working at a church in Texas. Matthew Queen is now listed as a member of the Plymouth Park Baptist Church Pastoral Care Team in Irving, Texas. And here is a screenshot of their website, which shows that he is an associate pastor. And his bio says that he brings over 3 decades of experience in a variety of roles and contexts as a leading voice in evangelism. In March, U.S. District Judge for the Southern District of New York, Lewis Kaplan, sentenced Matthew Queen to 6 months of home confinement, during which time he was not allowed to leave except to get medical care for himself or his wife, or with permission from his probation officer. He was also required to wear an electronic monitor. Queen's attorney wrote a letter to the judge just 3 days before Queen was sentenced, and it says, Dr. Queen recognizes that the Southern Baptist Convention, including Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, has had a history of covering up and minimizing sexual abuse allegations. He opposes such cover-ups and has always supported victims of such abuse. Queen's charges stemmed from a U.S. Department of Justice investigation into multiple SBC entities following a Guidepost Solutions report detailing how some leaders mishandled allegations of abuse and mistreated victims of abuse. The case against Matthew Queen was opened following a November 2022 report of alleged sexual abuse committed by a Texas Baptist College student, according to a statement by Southwestern Seminary. So investigators charged Queen because he attempted to interfere with a federal grand jury investigation by creating false notes in an attempt to corroborate his own lies. And he pleaded guilty in October 2024. Jack Graham was one of the examples listed as a senior SBC official who has been accused of covering up sex abuse. The case that's documented about Prestonwood is the John Langworthy case. That's my former youth pastor at Prestonwood Baptist in Dallas. And he also was a pastor at Mississippi and a public school choir teacher. Langworthy was convicted in 2014 of sexually abusing 5 boys ages 6 to 13. Well, it is documented in the report and in the Mississippi court case because a survivor from Prestonwood of Langworthy's helped the prosecution and testified. It is documented that Langworthy was fired from Prestonwood in 1989, but they did not report the sex abuse allegations to police as required by law.